Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuosarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video is going to be Book 8 of the Bartali Adventure Log Journal, the book series that provides you with tons of bonus stats for your character, including AP, DP, inventory space, carry weight, all sorts of crap that you want. If for some reason you haven't completed the first 7 books before this, go ahead and check out my playlist. It's linked in the description below, and it walks you through step by step through each of these books. And quickly before we get into the video, if you're new to my channel, new to Black Desert, or you have been watching videos on the channel and still have not subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps grow my channel. You stay up to date when new content comes out. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it, and let's start off with book number 8. So this book has some of the most easy ones as well as the most difficult ones, and we're going to start off in Caltheon City here, but not to actually accomplish anything, just to sort of set us up for a later one. For one of these challenges, you are going to need Skilled 1 Cooking. If you do not have any character on your account that has cooking, you're going to need to power level a character with it. Easiest way to do that is going to be to head here to the bottom of Caltheon City, right here in the bottom of the city. And inside of this building right here, you're going to see the fruit handler, Milano Bellucci. You can also just type in her name in the bottom corner here, Milano, and she'll pop up as the fruit dealer. Go ahead and talk to her, click on the shop option, and you are going to buy strawberries, and you will need to buy 800 of these. Well, technically you'll need 811. This is if you have no EXP buffs running whatsoever on your account, so if you have a Book of Old Moon or some cook's clothes or anything that you have on, we'll make this faster, but at the maximum amount, you will need 811 of these. I already have Skilled 1 Cooking on this character, but I'm going to show you how to do it here in a few minutes, so I'll pick up a couple. And after you have those in your inventory, you're going to need to head to either Velia or Heidel. If you have a cooking location set up in Velia, go for it. Mine, unfortunately, is in Heidel, so I have to go a bit further away. But the rest of this adventure log book takes place in Velia. So yeah, I'll meet you over there. So in addition to Skilled 1 Cooking, we also need Apprentice 1 Alchemy, and we'll accomplish both of those right now. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get an alchemy tool and a cooking tool. These can be bought from the general goods vendors in either Velia or Heidel. So the general good vendor will sell the alchemy tool, so go ahead and buy one of those. And the cook or chef vendor in the cities will sell you the cooking utensils. So once again, just go up to them and buy the cooking utensil. Once you have both of those items in your inventory, you will next need a house. If you do not have a house you can do cooking in, click on the city icon on the map and look for any building you want. Try and find one with low contribution cost just so you don't have to go too crazy. But then you want to purchase that house as a residence. Pretty much every single house in this game can be purchased as a residence. In my case, I already have one sitting here in Heidel. So once you have the house purchased, you can just walk through the front door, and you can enter place mode to drop the utensils that you just purchased. So we purchased a cooking utensil and an alchemy tool. So to power level our cooking first, we are going to make vinegar. It involves 1 fruit, 1 leavening agent, 1 grain, and 1 sugar. So we bought the fruit over in Caltheon, that's why we stopped in Caltheon first. Next, we need to get a corresponding number of leavening agents, grain, and sugar. Grain can be purchased off the central marketplace pretty easily. All you do is look for something like wheat. The other 2 ingredients can be purchased from that same chef NPC you were just at when you bought the cooking utensil. So in Heidel's case, it's right here. Talk to the guy, buy the leavening agent times 10, and the sugar times 10. So that's in my case. Obviously, since you bought a lot more of these over in the previous city, you're going to use more of those. Once again, if you already have Skilled 1 Cooking, you can skip all of this, by the way. You don't have to do any of this. So once you have both of those tools placed, you can go ahead and click on the utensil. And you need to place 1 of each ingredient into the menu here. So click on the strawberry, place 1, 1 wheat flour, 1 leavening agent, and 1 sugar. Go ahead and hit the batch production option, hit yes, and then make 10. Make sure to put 1s in there and then let it produce 10 at a time. And you're just going to do this until you get to Skilled 1 Cooking. The reason we're doing this is because it breaks even. Once you've reached Skilled 1 Cooking, we now need to make the beer that allows us to complete the challenge in the Adventure Log bookshelf. So for this one, go back to the same NPC right here and click on the shop option. You're going to need 2 leavening agents and 1 sugar and 6 mineral waters per craft of beer. And this is completely RNG going forward. You need to make beer until you get 5 of the blue rarity beers. Completely RNG. I know it sucks, so I can't really give you a good idea on how many you should do. Maybe start off with 100 and see if you get it. In which case you're going to need 200 leavening agents, 600 mineral waters, and 100 sugars, plus 500 grain. So we'll just go ahead and buy those. After you got all those ingredients, head on back to your cooking utensil that you were just using, and enter the recipe as we just saw it. So 6 mineral waters, 2 leavening agents, 1 sugar, and 5 wheats. Click the batch production option, hit yes, and go ahead and craft those. And yeah, you're just going to keep doing this until you get your blue rarity beer drops here. So that'll complete the second page of the 8th Bartali Adventure Log here. So make a cold beer with a blue label. A lot of work to get to this point. Once again, you can skip like 90% of this if you already have a cooking character in your family. Just do it on that one. So with that out of the way, let's move on to alchemy, and alchemy is going to be a bit easier to knock out here. So for this one, we're going to make clear liquid reagent. This is a super easy recipe to make. It is 1 salt, 1 sunrise herb, 1 grass, which includes weeds, and a purified water. Majority of the stuff can be purchased off the marketplace, so let's just go run it right down the line. Purified water. Let's start off with 50 of them just to be a demonstration here, so we'll buy 50 purified waters. 50 wild grass, that is the grass item, so we'll just buy 50 of these. 50 sunrise herbs. And we're going to go back into the chef NPC here to buy the salt that we were looking for, so we're going to need 50 of this salt. After you got all of those, head on over to your alchemy tool, and we're going to drop these in one at a time just like before. So we'll do 1 salt, 1 grass, 1 purified water, and 1 sunrise herb. Click batch production, hit yes, and go. And once again, you're just going to repeat this until you hit Apprentice 1 Alchemy. And once you have Apprentice 1 Alchemy, you can begin the next portion. Once again, if you already have Apprentice 1 Alchemy, you don't need to worry about that. So for this, you're going to need to find a material vendor, and you're going to want to buy a fluid collector. So just go ahead and buy any of them, it doesn't particularly matter. To find the closest material vendor to you, click the search NPC function and click on the material vendor option. So for the next page in the adventure log journal, we need to gather some weasel blood, and literally right below Velia there are weasels just sitting here. So you can click on one of those, take that fluid collector and equip it to your character and gather the weasel blood. Do a few of them just to be safe, because we are going to need the blood for the next portion of this, which is why we did the alchemy. So go ahead and gather the blood, and then head back over to your alchemy tool. So the next recipe that we need to make is going to be Wise Man's Blood. This requires 2 critter blood, which is what we just gathered from that weasel, 1 clear liquid reagent, which is what we were just crafting, a monk's branch, which you can just buy off the marketplace, and a trace of ascension, which is going to be a pain to get off the marketplace because it's always sold out. But it's okay, your boy Evil Do Harm's got you covered. So first let's get the monk's branch, buy one of those suckers. And as you can see, the Trace of Ascension is sold out right now, and it'll probably be sold out when this video goes live, but to get around this, buy a Uria weapon. So let's just buy 2 Uria longsword, base version, has to be the base version of the weapon, so we're just going to buy 2 of those. And go ahead and get all that stuff in your inventory. So what you're going to do is press the L key on the keyboard, navigate to the heating tab right here for processing, and click on one of those Uria weapons here. And it makes a Trace of Ascension when you heat it. That's right, pro tips by Levi. So now we got the blood, we got the Trace of Ascension, we got the monk's branch, and we got the clear liquid reagent. All you gotta do is use your alchemy tool, drop in the 2 bloods, the 1 trace, the 1 branch, and the 1 CLR. Click the create button, and after this finishes, you'll have completed 2 pages out of the adventure log journal here. So if we'd open up the adventure log bookshelf, we have completed collect weasel blood and make Wise Man's Blood. So 2 challenges out of the way. Next challenge in the adventure log bookshelf is comically easy. All you gotta do is go to any stable keeper, click on the shop option, scroll down the list, and you're gonna buy the 180,000 silver wagon registration farm wagon. After you've done that, click on the stable option in the bottom corner, click OK to that pop-up, register mount, which is behind my head, click on the wagon and name it whatever you want, hit confirm and yes, and it'll drop that wagon into the place here. All you gotta do is check in your current horse, take out the wagon, and get on top of it by pressing the R key on the keyboard. And congratulations, you'll have completed the next page here, actually the very first page, which was to ride a wagon with 4 wheels by yourself. And the last challenge for this book that you actually have to do anything for is going to be a stupid cannon shooting quest line. And as an added bonus, I believe it's only 1 time per account, so I can't even show you how to do it. But to start the quest line, you need to talk to Canon Underfoe, the blacksmith here in Velia. He's located near the ports of Velia right here. So go ahead and talk to him, and in his options here, you'll have the ability to rent a cannon as well as some cannonballs from him. After you have those cannons and cannonballs, you need to take them over to Kron Castle, and you're going to post up somewhere in this general area where you have to shoot over the top of the castle with the cannon and hit those training dummies that are in the water over there. It's a pain in the butt. I'd love to make a guide for you, but unfortunately I can't, so a quick Google search here is going to pull up a ton of different video guides on where to angle it and how to shoot it, so check out one of those other ones to be able to complete this. I'll just put a link down to one of them in the description below. But after you've done that, you will have completed the second to last page here, which is borrow the cannon from Canon and hit the target. So that'll complete this, and then you just have to talk to your Black Spirit after completing that, and it'll complete the entirety of Book 8. So that completes 2 challenges back to back right there. Once again, I apologize I can't show you how to shoot the cannon here. I wish I could. But with that, we'll have completed book number 8, which puts us well over halfway through the total adventure log series here. Anyway guys, if this video is going to help you to progress here in Black Desert, do let me know in the comment section below. Also, once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider it. You'll stay up to date with new content like this. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you the next live stream over on Twitch, YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.